Okay, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Magandang umaga po, magandang hapon, or magandang gabi kung saan man kayo napudpad. Ito ay isang video lecture tungkol sa ating expressions of concentrations. In any case na wala kayong klase or na-dismiss yung klase ng umaga, you can always check this lecture para kahit wala kayo ng klase or hindi natuloy ang klase natin, you still have a copy of the lecture together with my notes. Okay? So, expressions of concentrations. This is one of the most important things you, as a pharmacist, that you should know in computations. Lahat ng ating gamot, meron tayong concentrations. It denotes how strong or how weak our drug is in terms of strength. Okay? So what is concentration? Concentration is the abundance of a constituent divided by the total volume of a mixture. Concentration can be shown in multiple forms, as you can see on the slide. You have weight in volume, percent weight, volume in volume, percent weight in weight, ratio strength, milligram percent, parts per million, and parts per billion. So, iisa-isahin po natin yan kung ano yung sabihin and paano or kailan siya ginagamit. So, we have first, percentage. Pag sinabi natin percentage, the term percent and its signs percent mean by the 100 or in 100. So the term percentage means rate per 100. And for the purpose of computation, lahat ng ating percentage, gawin muna nating decimals. So pag sinabi nating percent, ganito siya. So pag sinabi nating 4%, ang isabihin po niyan, merong 4 sa out of 100. Or 4 in 100. Mas maganda po, lagi, na ating mga percent, gawin muna nating fractions or decimals. Most convenient po ating decimals para hindi na kayo magkandalito-lito mamaya. Pero para madali, lagi po natin gawin lagi na ang ating fractions, ang ating percent ay gawin nating decimals. So ang ating mga percent preparations, so these are some units of concentrations na official sa ating USP. Pag binuksan yung ating USP, tingnan ninyo yung ating mga strengths. Lagi po nakalagay doon ay mga percent strength, katulad ng percent weight in volume, percent weight in weight, or percent weight in percent weight in volume, percent volume, and volume. So, kailan po ba ito mga ito ginagamit? Depende po yan kung anong preparation ang gagawin. So, ating una is our percent weight in volume. So, this is one of the most common strengths or concentrations you can encounter. Percent weight in volume expresses the number of grams in a constituent in 100 ml solution and is used regardless of whether water or another liquid is the solvent or vehicle. Expresses percent weight in volume. Ganito po siya. It is gram per ml times 100. So, ganito po lagi. Ang ibabaw po lagi natin ay gram. Bago sa baba po natin ay ml. Then, i-multiply po natin siya by 100. So, to get percent weight in volume, kailangan nyo lang i-divide yung grams over kung ilang ml siya. Primarily, ginagamit natin to sa ating solutions or these are water-based substances. Okay? So, you can also turn it around. Example, binigyan ka ng 12% solution. Pwede nyo po siyang i-back convert para maging 12 grams over 100 ml. Para convert po ang ating concentration, percent weight in volume concentration, para maging gram per ml, lagyan nyo lang po ng fraction bar sa baba. Then lagyan nyo po ng 100 ml. Napakasimple po. Sunod po, we have our percent volume in volume. Percent volume in volume expresses the number of milliliters of constituent of 100 ml solution or liquid preparation. Commonly expresses percent volume and volume po siya. Hindi po ito, volume and volume. Okay, the formula to get percent volume and volume is ml over ml. So usually po, yung ml sa taas, ito yung active constituent. Bago sa baba, ito yung total solution. Please take note po na pag nag-over po tayo sa 100 ml, kalimitan po ito yung volume of solution. Okay? So example, you have 3 ml of oil in 100 ml of solution. Ganun din po, i-divide nyo lang po ang gram over 100, then multiply by 100. You will get 3%. Okay? Kung ganyan din po, ang inyong gagawin, pabalik naman. Example, you have a 5% volume and volume solution, ko-convert nyo into volume per volume na ml per ml. Gawin nyo lang po, isulat nyo po yung value sa taas, lagyan ng ml, then lagyan po sa baba natin, lagyan ulit natin ng 100 ml. So yan po ang back convert ng percent, volume, and volume. The next one is percent weight in weight. Percent weight in weight expresses the number of grams of a constituent in 100 grams of solution or preparation, expressed as percent weight in weight. So ang formula po natin is grams over grams times 100. So this is usually applicable for our ointments, creams, and gels. Mapapansin nyo po ito commonly sa ating mga creams, ointments, and gels. Yan po ang ating mga pinagagamitan yan. Okay, so to get percent weight in weight, you get the weight of your active, usually active po kinukuha, over total amount or total weight of the preparation. So take for example, you have 15 grams of hydrocortisone per 200 grams of ointment, or let's say 300 grams of ointment. You will have, wala akong calculator, ito ba, pwede meron. So 15 divided by 300, you get, pero i-multiply nyo po pala by 100, you will get 0.05% concentration. So that is your percent weight in weight. Okay, so let's solve some sample problems of percent weight in volume. So what is the concentration in weight per volume of 200 grams of dextrose in 4,000 ml of water? Pangkaraniwan po, lagi ay ang ating active ingredient over total solution. So since siya ay percent weight in volume, nasa taas po ang ating weight, which is our 200 grams of dextrose. Then sa baba po, ang ating total solution, which is 4,000. 200 divided by 4,000. Wag po natin kalimutan ang 100%. Kasi ang kailangan po natin ay percent weight in volume. 200 divided by 4,000 times 100. Okay, may dumaan po kasing motor kaya pinatay ko muna. Okay, so 200 grams divided by 4,000 times 100, you will get a concentration of 5%. Okay, next, how many grams of potassium permanganate should be used in compounding the following prescription? Potassium permanganate 0.2% and purified water QS add 250 ml. So ang tanong po dito is how many grams of potassium permanganate? So tandaan nyo pa yung formula kanina, gram per ml times 100 equals the final concentration. Ngayon, ang nawawala po dito ay ang ating grams. Meron naman po tayo nung concentration natin. Okay, kita nyo po ito, yun po yun. So, ang kulang na lang po natin ay grams. Kasi meron din tayong final volume galing dun sa formula, 250 ml. So you need to make 250 ml of solution. So you have x grams over 250 ml times 100 equals 0.02%. So if you remove 100 from both sides of the equation, you will be able to remove the percentage sign. Oh, okay. May nagdadasal. Sige, hinaan ko na lang. Okay, so let's remove 0.2%, 0.2 divided by 100. You will get 2 times 10 to the negative 4th equals x gram over 250 ml. So to isolate grams, let's just move 250 ml to the other side of the equation. X gram equals 2 times 10 to the negative 4. Okay, pasensya na po, maingay. Ako po hapon nag-record. Times 250 ml. So you will have a result of x grams 0.05 grams ang kailangan. Napakakonti lang po yan. Potassium permanganate po yan. If you've ever encountered potassium permanganate, a small amount actually is very effective against bacteria. Next, how many grams of aminobenzoic acid should be used in preparing 8 fluid ounces of a 5% solution of 70% alcohol? Okay, wag po kayo magpapalito. Ang kailangan nyo po ay 5% solution. Ito pong 70%, it describes the alcohol used, which is 70% alcohol. Okay? Now, another problem with this problem is ang ating volume ay naka-fluid ounces. Fluid ounces is hindi siya ml. Kailangan natin convert siya muna sa ml. So, let us convert 8 fluid ounces first into ml. 8 fluid ounces to ml, 29.57, mali. 1 fluid ounce is 29.57 ml. 8 times 29.57, you will have 236.56 ml. Ngayon, 5% ang kailangan. So, ang nawawala po natin ay x grams over 2,360, 236.56 ml times 100. Huwag niyo pakalimutan yung 100 equals a 5% solution. So let us first remove 100. Okay? Pag tinanggal niyo po yung 100, ang mangyayari lang po, mawawala po yung fraction dito. So x grams over 236.56, it becomes a decimal, 0.05. Then let's move the volume to the other side. 0.05 multiplied by 236.56. Makukuha po natin 11.82 grams or 83. Naround off ko na kasi tapos na. Okay, so that is your samples of percent, weight, and volume. Let's move on to percent, volume, and volume. So in percent, volume, and volume, huwag kayo malilito kung alin yung active at alin yung total solution. Okay, doon lang naman po kayo pwede magkamali kasi pareho siyang ml. So like in this problem, how many milliliters of liquefied phenol should be used in preparing the following prescription? Liquefied phenol 2.5%, calamine lotion QSA 240 ml. So alin dyan ang ating final volume first? So ating final volume is 240 ml. Ano yung concentration na kailangan? 2.5%. So nawawala ilang ml ng liquefied phenol ang kailangan. So in our formula, ml over ml times 100 equals percentage. Kompleto na po tayo sa baba at saka dun sa percentage. Ang nawawala lang po ay gano'ng kadami yung nasa taas. So x ml over 240 ml times 100 equals 2.5%. If we move 100 to the right, it becomes 0.025 decimal, then x ml over 240. xml equals 0.025 times 240, and the answer is you have an answer of 6. Okay, so you need 6 ml of liquefied phenol. Okay, let's move on to percent, weight, and weight. So in percent weights of weight, kailangan po ay parehong weight ng active at weight ng ating final solution. Now, let us assume na kapag walang sinabi, katulad nito, na ating solution ay water-based. So ang ating density ng water is 1, therefore 240 grams also is 240 ml. Okay, so in this problem, how many grams of phenol should be used to prepare 240 grams of a 5% weight in volume solution? Okay, now how many grams of phenol? So we have x grams over 240 grams times, so we can multiply it by 100 and you have 5%. Okay, so to remove 5%, let us divide both sides by 100. That will become 0.05 x gram over 240 grams. Move it to the other side of the equation. X grams equals 0.05 times 240 grams. 0.05 times 240, you have an answer of 12. Okay. Okay. So moving on from other concentrations. So we have ratio strengths. The concentration of weak solutions are frequently expressed in terms of ratio strengths. Because all percentages are ratio of parts per 100, ratio strength is merely another way of expressing percentage strengths of solutions. So ang itsura po niyan, okay, is you have your active is to solution. Okay, so usually, so if you have 1000 ml, 1000 ml yung solution natin. So it's better to demonstrate instead. So katulad nito, examples using ratio strength. Express 0.02% as ratio strength. So ganito po yan. 0.02, katulad na sinabi natin kanina, pwede natin convert yan into grams per ml. So paano po natin gagawin yan? 0.02 grams over 100 ml. So naka-fraction na po yan. So mas madali na po pwede natin convert into ratio. Ilagay nyo lang po ito sa taas, then lagyan nyo po ng semicolon, ng colon. So the ratio strength is 0.01 is to 100. Pwede po natin express yan that way. Again, another one, express 1 is to 4,000 as percentage strength. So 1 is to 4,000. Pwede natin convert into fraction, 1 over 4,000. Pero kailangan natin po i-multiply by 100 kasi percentage ang kanyang kailangan. So 1 divided by 4,000 times 100, the percentage strength is 0.025%. Okay. Finally, before we end, we have our milligrams percent. The term milligram percent expresses the number of milligrams in a substance in 100%. So, ganito po siya. Instead of grams ang nasa taas, ano na po siya? Naka milligrams over 100 ml. So, itong concentration na to usually ginagamit sa mga laboratory values or sa napakaliit na concentrations. We also have our parts per million and parts per billion. The strengths of very dilute solutions are commonly expressed in terms of parts per billion and okay. The strengths of very dilute solutions are commonly expressed as terms of parts per billion or parts per million. The number of parts of the agent per 1 million or 1 billion parts of the whole. So pag sinabi natin 1 part per million, it means that there is 1 over 1 million. Pag sinabi natin 1 part per billion, it means there is 1 over 1 billion. Okay? So, sa mga ganito concentration, ginagamit po natin usually ito sa mga trace elements like chlorine, fluorine, calcium, sodium in the water. You will frequently encounter this in metal concentrations in the water and fluorine concentrations in the water. So, some sample calculations. So, express 5 parts per million of iron in the water in percentage strength and ratio strength. So 5 parts per million in water. So ito po, so there's 5 grams over 1 million ml. Okay. So para maging percentage strength, multiply lang natin by 100. 5 divided by 1 million times 100. You have a percentage strength of 5 times 10 to the negative 4 gram per ml. Okay, bakit kaya hindi natin ginagamit lagi ang percentage as katulad ng ganito, naka-scientific notation na siya. Hindi na practical kung ganyan pa rin mo i-express. Mas maganda kung parts per million or parts per billion pag napaka-konti ng ating concentrations. Then pag-convert natin into ratio strength, galing dito sa ating value na ito, simply put 5 grams is to 1 million. Napakadali. Okay, so the other parts are some just sample problems. I hope you solve them in your own time. If time permits, I would make another video on how to solve the following problems.